I got 100 app installs and made over 500 MRR in just 1 week from a fully vibe coded app. And how did I do it? Well, everything just comes down to organic marketing. For context, this is the app I built. It's called Bright Start. Essentially what it does is it blocks your favorite apps until you scan sunlight in the morning. Essentially this came from tons and tons of listening to Dr. Huberman, and I realized, you know what, this could be a great app idea, and I built it over a weekend with Cursor. So the key to all of this was using this platform called Aftermark. This is what the homepage looks like, and as you can see, there's just some trending content that gets pulled from things like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. There's some of my analytics from the content and Reddit posts that I posted, some tasks for me to do, and some integrations that I've actually added in the platform myself. So I'm just going to dive straight into one of the most important aspects, which is engagement. Okay, so what engagement is essentially Aftermark scanning the entire internet 24/7 for people talking about things within your problem space so you can actually reply to them with your product. For example, this was someone 6 hours ago who posted, "Hey, I need to sleep better, can I have some help?" in the Get Disciplined subreddit. What Aftermark did for me was ingest all the context, ingest all of my context, and actually just promote my app. So as you can see, it says, you might want to try something like the Brightside app, but then explains what the app does and how it actually relates to their message and how it can help them. All I did was press copy and go to, and then just went into Reddit and posted it in. As you can see, just today alone, I've got some from just a few hours ago, and all of these are high priority and really good leads to engage with. And as you can see, I've engaged with some of them. You can also filter by score, and this is essentially Aftermark scoring how relevant the lead is. I mean, some of these are perfect, like how do you actually get sunlight first thing in the morning? That's exactly what my app solves. And what a lot of people don't realize is Reddit is heavily indexed for SEO and LLM-EO. So essentially, when you write a comment in Reddit, LLMs and Google will actually pick it up. So when someone searches up morning sunlight app, it actually might pick up Brightside app just for my replies that I've been pushing within the Aftermark engagement section. Okay, so let's move into content. So content is essentially just using trending viral formats that are already working on places like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts, and essentially remixing them with your own product context. If I go into my calendar, you can see that I've actually just scheduled maybe 2 posts for the next week, or just using the Content Studio. So let's hop into the Content Studio and actually make something. The first thing we can try is a slideshow. And as you can see, there's numbered steps, so that's actually pretty helpful. What I might do first is kind of just understand the landscape of what a slideshow is. I go into a guide and quickly understand how to create it, but since I'm kind of a veteran, I already know how to create it. What might be helpful is seeing the What's Trending button. In the What's Trending button, you can actually see trending slideshows right now. For example, ones with 1.2 million likes, 100,000 likes, and they're all promoting something. For example, this slideshow, some weird hacks my psychiatrist gave me to actually fall asleep. If I go through the entire slide, it's just tons of information. Where's the plug? Here's the plug. Using the app Vent Now before bed has helped so much. That's essentially the essence of a slideshow, promoting a product, but hiding it in some really helpful information. So let's do that right now. Let's go into images, and I can scroll and browse through. Since it's a morning sunlight app, I probably won't be doing something like fashion, but something more to do with maybe fitness or friendship, maybe lifestyle. I think the best one for me would be sunset. So let's go with sunsets. Let's pick a style. Again, I can pick from many various popular styles. I'm just going to go with educational for now. And I can actually prompt it and give it some more information so it produces that in the slideshow. I might do the prompt as frame the slideshow as secret hacks / life hack, since that's the kind of inspiration I got from that What's Trending tab. If I hit generate post now, I just have to wait a few seconds, and before I know it, 5 secret hacks for energized mornings. This is a great slideshow, and if I go through all of them, get outside for 10 minutes, avoid screens, create a morning playlist, set a timer, keep your curtains open to maximize light. These are all super helpful. What I could do is actually plug the app, but for this one, I think I just want a top of funnel, high attention reach, so I'm just going to stick to this. Now what I do is essentially just press schedule post, choose a title, description, hit next, and then just post it straight into my TikTok account. As you can see, there's various other types of content. We can do wall of text, green screen memes, a hook in demo, and Reddit post. I'll quickly just chuck up some examples on the screens of ones I've created inside of Aftermark from just these instructions again. So you select a video, choose an audio, choose a style, and just generate. Same with the green screen memes, same with the hook in demo. The only difference with the hook in demo is essentially you have to create a demo video, but that's pretty straightforward. So yeah, essentially all I did was just schedule tons and tons of content, and I essentially just sat back and watched it flow. And before you know it, we're back to the title of the video. This is exactly how I got 100 app installs and 500 MRR in just 1 week. It was literally just logging on every day and replying to hot leads in the engagement tab, and also going through some high priority ones and replying to some older ones for the SEO and kind of LLMEO benefits, and just posting tons of content using those content features we discussed earlier. If you're curious on how I actually vibe coded the app or want to know anything else in the stack, for example, how do I monetize or what kind of platforms do I use the most, let me know. I can make a video about that, but hopefully that's helpful and I wish you the best of luck. See ya.